Hi, my name is Dwight Dorth-Pallmeyer, and my question for participants at camp this week was, what's your favorite childhood memory? I remember mine. I was a small boy growing up in St. Louis. It was a snowy day outside, and my twin sister and I came downstairs and just sat with our parents in a big yellow chair, I remember. And somehow that was special to me. And when I talked to other people, they had special moments just like that.
I guess one of them would be when my mother was gardening, and I'd just kind of be like a toddler next to her as she gardens the whole time. Because it was just her and I, and it's very vivid in my mind, the colors, the smells, what she was showing me. And it was like she thoroughly enjoyed doing that. That's something she really enjoyed doing. So I felt like even then I could sense that somehow, like her happiness in that. And even as an adult looking back, it's the same sort of feeling. It didn't change, like, oh, I interpreted that way when I was young, but really it's something else now. It's still the same memory then as it is now.
Been at my grandmother's house, Baton Rouge.
Why's that?
Because we would sit on the front porch and drink iced tea, and she would rock and fan me when I was a little girl.
I always used to go fishing at my great-grandma's house. That was always a good time. Went with my Uncle Dick and used to go, hook up the worm and throw it overboard. And one time we played a prank on him and hooked up a plastic alligator and threw it over and told him we had a fish on. And he pulled it out and about fell out of the boat. It was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen in my life. He was always playing pranks on us and joking around with us, so we finally got him back.
He probably playing baseball. Recently, my nephew started playing baseball, and we started going to the games, and just remembering the lights and the people, your family there, and just enjoying the day and the smells and watching them chewing the bubble gum. That was probably one of my favorite childhood memories.
Oh, watching the Bears dance before the Brown University football games on Friday night at the campus. The rallies. I never went to the football games, but I loved all the action that was going on.
So these were live bears?
Oh yeah, they have a bear as a mascot. Only one bear. They have a bear as a mascot, Brown University. I don't know why I'm talking about Brown University. I haven't thought about it for 100 years.
My favorite childhood memory. Probably learning to bounce on my trampoline when I was little. When I was 2 years old or so, my dad bought one for Christmas for all of us, and bouncing on it with my older siblings was fun. I've had it since. Now it has holes on it, but I still bounce it a lot.
When I was about 6 years old, my brother and I were flying kites with my dad. We were in Houston, Texas, and my dad was a young buck, still fit, if you will, and he let go of the kite and chased after it, and my brother and I were in hysterics because my dad was running his ass off in this big field after this kite, and eventually he caught onto the spool, and the kite was flying so high in the air, and there was a big wind current that he was just sliding on the grass. And he got the kite back for us. He loves his children. Appreciate that, Dad. But he had this big raspberry on his ass, and I'll never forget that day.
Favorite childhood memories? Gads. I don't know. Well, I don't know how early you want, but basically one of the things I liked the most was going to camp when I was a kid, which I started to do when I was about 10 or 11, I guess. And this was in Ontario. So going up to camp and going up to the lakes in northern Ontario, and swimming, canoeing, all the good camp stuff. And I did that for 3 or 4 years, and I enjoyed that enormously.
So that's it. Favorite childhood memories. How about you?